If you clicked on this video, I am assuming you are somewhat of a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World fan. And maybe you might want to clown me for my take because of the thumbnail and because of the title of this video. Now, please, once again, just hear me out. I really do believe Jurassic World Rebirth could actually be a good movie. Now, that starts off because you have to temper your expectations. You can't expect the greatest movie of all time. You can't expect this to be Jurassic Park. It's just not gonna be that. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. That's not the movie you're going to get. What you're going to get is a new age spin on this, because this is the start of a third trilogy. I mean, news alert, spoiler, they're going to make 2 more movies after this. Like, they're starting over. You don't just start 7 and end there. I've never seen any set of movies get to 7 and be like, that's it. I mean, except for Saw, and they didn't stop there. They just, carried on after that. Saw is literally like the only thing that got to Saw 7, cut off at the end of that series, start anew. So it didn't end at 7 movies. It kept going. But the original, saga was 7 films. But diverting from the point again. But this movie has promise because they did pay for top tier actors and actresses. You obviously have the guy who was supposed to be the new Blade in a movie that's never going to be created, obviously, because that's something that would actually bring us joy out here in the superhero street. So they're not going to deliver on that. So that's over. And then you have Scarlett Johansson, an individual who she has played in a lot of great films. She's a very good actress. She's going to deliver. The people that they put into these films, like whether it's Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, they're all going to do well as far as acting. Their performances have always been good. It's just that the acting or the script is a little bit cheesy, but that's just Jurassic Park as a whole at this point. It's been commercialized. After, it extended past the books, it became a commercial. And once you commercialize things, it changes. It was just like with Pop the Balloon. It can get real silly if you don't, reel it in real fast. Now, I think they've actually done a good job of salvaging the Jurassic World movies. And I think this one has a chance, like I said, because they're doing something different. Obviously, they had hybrid dinosaurs on the previous set at Jurassic World, but it wasn't to the extent that obviously they could do it now. This is an original idea of what they've had. They haven't talked about all the hybrid dinosaurs and what they did to them and where they went. So they're exploring that whole process and what's going to happen when these people obviously go there. They're going to obviously run into some shenanigans. You're going to get some repeats. They're going to give you a whole bunch of member berries, tapping back into the old movies. Like, I already see it in the second preview or the second, trailer, that they got a whole scene that's dedicated with new dinosaurs that's pretty much a shot-for-shot replica of what happened with the velociraptors in Lost World Jurassic Park when Ian Malcolm was getting chased. Now, obviously, you got Scarlett Johansson, who is this movie's protagonist. She is the Dr. Grant. She is the Owen Grady of this movie, and she's going to be the supposed badass of this film. She's clearly not going to die. She's going to live the entire way. No matter how many dramatic situations she's in, she's going to make it. Amongst the core cast, pretty much all of them are going to survive. In every Jurassic Park or Jurassic World film, there's always just a couple fodder people that they just throw away for death because they have to let somebody die in these films. I mean, come on now, all sorts of dinosaurs and nobody dies. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. So they always have a few people that's not, going to tug at your heartstrings pass away in these films savagely. So that's the formula they're obviously going to go by, and it just depends on how well they execute it. They're going to execute it probably pretty well. Production value of the movie is pretty high, I think. So, high budget. Listen, people can hate on this all they want. 4.5 million people had already watched that trailer after like 6.5 hours. I'm telling you, people are going to go watch this film. It's going to sell out. It's going to sell a lot of tickets. People are going to clown it. Some people are going to love it. And it's just going to be that. But overall, I think it's going to be a solid film. I really do. I know a lot of people clown Dominion and some of the other ones. I don't think they were that bad. They're different. I don't know what people want out of some films anymore. Like, at this point in time, you can't expect any of them to be as good as the first couple. It's just like with Terminator. Now, that's a little bit different with Terminator because they just started getting so bad. It was like, please stop. Because, you're at the point now that you're going to make the first 2 films just feel like there's no way those were ever good. Because these are so bad, I don't believe you. I will not go back and watch the first 2, especially if you keep traumatizing future generations with bad versions of Terminator. Just stop it. But I think the same thing could happen with Jurassic Park, but I think they're doing okay. I think they're doing okay, and I think Rebirth with the new dinosaurs, it's going to be, you know, they did a good job of making the trailer scary. You know, they made it a little creepy. They teased you with the dinosaurs. They're going to have too many reveals. If they have a third and fourth trailer, they're going to reveal every dinosaur that's in the movie, and I will not watch those. I'm leaving it at 2. But I'm excited about this movie, actually. I really am. I'm trying to be optimistic about this film. And, you know, I will review it later after it comes out. Just, you know, call me out if I haven't done it, all right? But that's all I got. Peace.